What's up YouTube, Jeff back again, and today, very exciting video for you guys. I got the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Shout out to my friends at Google and Team Pixel for sending me this beautiful gift from Google, which they send out every year to the Team Pixel members. They also sent me out the lovely new Pixel Watch, which I'll have more to say in another video on that. But today I'm going to give you guys my one-day impressions. I've only had the phone for one day. They get it out to us on October 12th. So I've had little time with it, but I'm going to talk about what I like about it and answer one question people keep asking me, which is this a Galaxy S22 Ultra killer? Am I going to switch over to using the Pixel full time? You guys probably already know the answer to this, but I'm going to talk about it in this video. It's not a full comparison and it's not a full review because I've only had one day. These are my initial thoughts. Before I do that, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile, they reimagined the shopping experience using an easy overall process and online only. You can get started for as low as $15 a month with a SIM kit. They sent me out this beautiful Welcome to the Movement SIM kit right here. Inside you'll get your SIM. You also get a cool SIM tool. You can see I've already used my SIM here. There's also a SIM tool that comes stuck to that. I think I put it somewhere in my office here. Get up and running, you activate your SIM. Very easy steps. Download the Mint Mobile app from the Google Play Store. Open the Mint Mobile app, select activate your SIM, punch it out. You can even get an eSIM if you want. I've been using this with my Galaxy Z Fold 4. The app is incredibly easy to use as well. You can monitor your data usage and stuff like that. They've got the largest nationwide 5G network. Mint runs on the largest nationwide 5G network. Very reliable coverage, especially here in Phoenix where I am. They have unlimited plans at a discount rate if you buy a 3-month plan. That's what I'm using right now, is testing out their unlimited plan. No contracts or added fees. You can bring your own device if you want, but Mint has devices you can purchase if you would like to do so. It's very easy to switch. Like I said, you can go to my link, which is mintmobile.com/Springer. And again, save money on 5G and LTE data plans today. Lots of people have been taking advantage of this who are my subscribers. And I'm glad you guys are, because I'm really enjoying it. Thinking about moving my family over to the family plan as well, because the service is really so good here in Phoenix. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Pixel 7 Pro stuff. So again, I've only had the phone for 24 hours, so these are really preliminary impressions, but I still have some things to say. First of all, the phone feels a lot better in the hand than last year. It seems like they flattened off some of the edges using some extra metal. You can actually see it like right here along the rail. I wish I had my Pixel 6 Pro to show. They brought this metal up a little more so that the curvature of the sides isn't as noticeable in the hands, which makes the phone feel less slippery and also, in my opinion, makes it feel a little more premium, a little more substantial and easier to grip. I really like that. A lot of people have talked about this as well. Even though it's a minor change, it feels like a completely different phone. On the back, you've now got metal for the camera bar, which I think a lot of people feel like that's an improvement as well. I do. I think the look of it looks a little bit better. Obviously, the cameras themselves have improved quite a bit as well. I'm not going to talk a ton about the pictures. Are great so far, initial impressions, but I'm not going to give a full in-depth camera comparison because, again, only one day of photos. I can't really say, a ton about the camera, but the camera is great and I've enjoyed using it so far. Usually it's a lot of software stuff that Google is doing that makes the camera run great. So I'll do an in-depth comparison to the S22 Ultra down the road. Now, Android 13, it's kind of fun using stock Android 13 again, but here's what I will say about that. The Pixel experience, while it's clean and nice and all that stuff, doesn't compare, in my opinion, to One UI 5.0 in terms of usability on a day-to-day basis. That is because Samsung has so much multitasking built into One UI. Pop-up windows, split-screen windows, multitasking with your S Pen. My S22 Ultra can do so many things in terms of multitasking for productivity that I can't do on the Pixel 7 Pro. So even though it does run smoother, in my opinion, the animations are smoother. That is one thing that I've said Samsung needs to work on. In fact, if I open Twitter on both of these, again, this is not a full comparison, but just for fun. If I open Twitter on both of them, let's go here, and then we go home, you can kind of see it's a lot smoother going back into the icon and a little bit quicker too on the Pixel. It's a matter of taste whether or not you care about it, but it's something I'd like to see Samsung improve. That's definitely there. General smoothness, feels great on stock Android, but I miss the customization. That's for sure. Next thing, which I know a lot of people are going to ask about, And this is the thing that has me concerned after only one day. This phone still drains a ton of battery when you're using cellular connection. If you're using 5G, I used it for a tiny bit of time today. Again, I actually charged it up this morning, so this isn't like a full day of usage because I got it last night really late, didn't have a chance to charge it. But anyway, I used it on 5G for a tiny little bit on my lunch today, and it drained 5% super fast. When I was on Wi-Fi, it's great. Like the standby is fine and everything like that. No problem. 72%. I mean, I charged this, I think, at like 11 a.m. I guess it's not terrible, but I also have been teaching today, so I haven't really done a lot with it. Again, all I can say is that when I used it on 5G, not only was the battery draining quickly, but it was also getting hot, which was a big issue I had last year with the Pixel 6 Pro, was that the back of the phone would be super warm when you used it on 5G for an extended period of time. Again, that was an issue that was pretty well known with Google's implementation chip, with the Tensor chip, the modem, and everything that was in the Pixel 6 Pro. So that issue still seems to be that it's going to be a problem. Once I have a few more days with it, I can say about the general battery life. Fingerprint sensor is okay. I'm really happy to have Face Lock Unlock back because it's a lot better. The fingerprint sensor isn't really that much improved from before. It's still fine, but I find that, one, I'm really annoyed because I can't open it without turning the screen on. On my Galaxy S22 Ultra, I can just go right in. I don't have to tap the screen. On this one, you actually have to turn the screen on before you can get in. It's not super slow so much that it's a problem like it was on the Pixel 6 Pro, but it's still something where I would prefer to have the ultrasonic scanner that's on my S22 Ultra. What else can I say? Overall performance, I comment on that. Battery life, the build quality. Google's done a lot of cool software stuff, obviously, that's, I'm going to talk about in future videos. I mean, to answer the question, because I know people want to know, is there any chance that this is going to be my daily driver going forward? Probably not. I'd say there's like maybe a 10% chance. Somehow I fall in love with it after the review period, but 99% sure that or 90% sure I'll end up going back to the S22 Ultra. The things that I miss about the S22 Ultra when I'm away from it are the S Pen. I miss the multitasking in One UI. I miss the fact, one, it doesn't get hot on 5G. It doesn't drain battery crazy on 5G for me. The display is brighter as well. That's another thing. The display on this is pretty nice, but using it outdoors here in the Arizona sun, I can really tell. I should have put similar wallpapers, but the display is brighter on the Samsung device. Samsung always saves their brightest displays for their devices. They look good. The Pixel display looks good, but the colors are, in my opinion, a little, pop a little more on the Samsung display, and the brightness outdoors at the peak brightness is definitely a lot brighter. So that's another thing that I miss about my Samsung device. I will do an in-depth camera comparison between the two because I know people like to see that. I don't do a lot of them, but I think it might actually be fun on these two because these two are really strange. They have different properties of the camera, but they both have really good cameras. I think it'll be fun to do a comparison, so I will. This phone does get a lot of fingerprints too, you can see. I feel like this one shows it more because I got the obsidian. Last year I had the yellow/gold sort of sunny color. Didn't show the fingerprints as much, but it is what it is. So, I mean, those are my preliminary thoughts. I am concerned about battery life and the overheating on cellular. Android 13 is fun, but not as customizable. The camera seems really good. It's got some little quirks. I feel like, there's a couple things that this probably does better than the Ultra, and there's a couple things that the Ultra probably does better than this. And we'll just do a comparison of that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those are my preliminary thoughts. If you have specific questions about the Pixel 7 Pro, drop them below. I will have Pixel Watch stuff too. I've got a lot to say about this, and I'm going to compare it to the Galaxy Watch 5 as well. Check out my friends at Mint Mobile. You can go to mintmobile.com/Springer and get their best deals starting as low as $15 a month today. Huge shout out to them for sponsoring the video. I really do appreciate that. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.